Queen Dionaldo is founder and CEO at BizHero. So, hello Queen, welcome sa Startup Podcast. We're very happy to have you dito.
Hi, Johnny. Thank you for having us also.
I'm very excited to have another startup from Cebu. And hindi lang ito from Cebu, it's actually an online local business directory sa Cebu. So I'm really excited. So, but yeah, for sure you can speak more about BizHero. So ano nga ba, Queen, ang BizHero?
Mm-hmm. So sabi mo nga, BizHero.ph is a local listing directory. Right now, we are 1,000 plus merchants in our listing. This is not just a listing because eventually we will soon allow products and food checkout and local delivery. And soon we will do the travel booking reservations and yung mga on-demand service appointments for a very affordable transaction fee.
Wow. So, ganun naman nag-start usually ang startup, no? Lalo na, actually, may mga ganyang ibang startup sa ibang lugar sa Pilipinas. Nag-start as directory, pero nag-evolve din yung mga serbisyo kasi gusto pang mas makapagbigay ng value, kumbaga, di ba, dun sa mga businesses sa lugar. And actually, basically, to promote and to support the ecosystem. Pero bago natin puntahan yung mga yun, yung journey ng startup, magsimula tayo dun sa pinakasimula ni BizHero. So, first of all, why did you start BizHero? I mean, why start like a business listing or like a business directory? What was the spark, kumbaga? I mean, it's not easy to start a business. It's not easy to start something. So, what was that something that made you start BizHero?
Yung something na yun is I just want to help people during the pandemic.
Pandemic.
So, this is a pandemic business or a pandemic baby. And it started because I have my friends who are also small business owners. And kahit hindi ko friends, makikita mo sa Facebook during that time na marami talagang nag-close ng mga business. So, ako naman, since I'm in the digital marketing industry and ako yung parang they ask me questions, paano ba to? Paano ba mag-transition online? So, I feel that there is really a need for me to step up and help. So, I was also part of international organization before. So, parang nandun na yung parang the urge of wanting to help people. And so, sabi ko, what can I do during this pandemic? Because everybody at the time are also thinking how to help. So on my part, I first give mga free digital marketing trainings, parang equipping skills trainings or mga talks and seminars. So kahit may mga trainings at that time, di ba si pandemic, mga 2 years, almost 2 years siya. So even after trainings and seminars, businesses will still ask, how do we implement? And if we give them the cost nga, ito na yung magiging cost because we need to run ads pa and we need to do a lot of things. So I would say, or I would feel that there is still hesitation because at that time, pag business owner ka, you don't want talaga to spend as much as possible. You wanted to save. So yung ginawa ko, these people are also very close friends, yung mga small business owners. So ginawa ko, sige, since I cannot also accommodate a lot of businesses that time, sige, ganito gawin natin. I curated 10 businesses, local businesses in Cebu, and then we ran a giveaway. So that's my way of helping them. Sige, gawin natin yung giveaway. We'll see how people receive this. And so far naman, so far so good. I asked them questions if my changes or there were exposures. They were very happy about it. So I thought, dun lang yun. But then on the other hand naman, if you check yung mga social media posts, there are still people who are looking for where can we buy PPCs, where can we buy supplies, alcohol, pati yung mga fruits and vegetables. Because I, for one, is a very conscious consumer, no? So sabi ko, there is really a gap. There are businesses na walang platform who don't really know where to put their business. And there are people na although they know they can find it anywhere, Facebook, Instagram, but there is no central database wherein they can access the business. So nakita ko yung gap na yon, and I told Ron, my husband, who is also a systems developer, I told him, gawan mo nga ako ng ganito, ito yung na-idea ko, blah, blah, blah. And then, sabi niya, agad-agad, I said, as soon as possible, just give me the simplest or the super, easiest na listing na at least I can, put together the businesses. So yun, we had that idea mga end of March ata, and then by May 20, we were able to launch the first beta or the super MVP of BizHero. So just a few months lang from lockdown. So that's how it started lang. So it's really a pandemic, ano? It's a passion project during the pandemic.
Yeah. So ang puso pala ni BizHero ay actually parang sa pagsuporta at pag-promote ng mga businesses sa Cebu, and lalo na actually nung pandemic. Pero good thing you said though, buti na expound mo kahit paano yung parang listing sa in digital. Kasi nung unang panahon, nung wala pang internet, I mean, if you want to promote your business, actually uso pa nun, di ba dati yung yellow pages? I'm not sure if naabutan mo siya. Medyo naabutan ko rin yun. Ayun. Then parang may book, malaking book, makapal na libro. And sobrang, una, mahirap ma-update yun. Pangalawa, hindi naman lahat magkakaroon ng access dun. Ngayon kasi, in the age of internet, kumbaga, ayun na yung madaling ma-access. Hindi naman, may price pa rin syempre to connect to the internet, pero hindi naman ganun kamahal, diba? And then, madaling ma-centralize and madaling ma-update siya. Pero I know na hindi lang naman nag-end sa listing. Kasi listing, basically, you just list. You just put everything there. Hindi naman ganun kasimple ang ginagawa nyo. And of course, if you really have the passion to support and promote these businesses, you have something else. So, how does this listing really work? And may search function ba ito? Baka may social media aspect din dito. Ano ba yung, kumbaga, ano yung lahat ng ginagawa ninyo para ma-promote pa talaga itong mga businesses?
Oo, yung business, if you go to the website, bizhero.ph, there is really that search function na you can just key in keywords or categories na hinahanap mo. So, as simple as that, just key in a keyword what you need, and then it will populate na yung mga listed businesses under that category. So that will serve as your, kumbaga cheat sheet mo siya. A list of choices. Oo.
Although, do you also like curate these businesses? Kasi baka kahit sino ba pwede mag-list, or at least, for example, mag-search ang isang tao na, let's say, fruits nga, or let's say, some supply. Tapos, baka malid naman sa hindi ganun ka, or baka naglagay lang doon. So, how do you build, kumbaga, this database? This listing?
Actually, manual talaga nung una talaga. There are really people na nagli-list or nagme-message na mga merchants. Manual lahat. Because I told them we have to curate or manually check kung existing ba yung business, ganito, ganyan. And then right now, we are also doing like parang mga events namin. So we invite them. So before, it's BizHero who lists the business. Kasi hindi pa gaano user-friendly yung system namin. So baka they find it very overwhelming. But now, since there are improvements on the system, we invite na the merchant to be the one to list and create an account.
Yeah. So
sila na yung nagko-contribute din.
So it's kind of a free database. Actually, para siyang LinkedIn, para siyang ganung type, na any business owner can make an account. But I know actually, kasi I've seen yung mga ginagawa sa BizHero. You actually also promote them, parang minsan nga may mga specific campaigns pa for some of these businesses. Do you, I mean, what are these? I mean, how do you really promote these businesses?
Yung sa amin kasi, we wanted yung branding namin is listing kasi talaga. So, pati sa social media, yung pagpo-post namin, instead of individual features, we post by batch or we post by categories. That's why yung makikita mo, for example, list of cafes in Cebu. So, if they swipe through the carousel, they will see list sa mga businesses. So, kahit saan sila magpunta, sa Facebook, sa Instagram, they can save it. They can share it. Or kahit dun sa BizHero na website namin, they have the list. So, everywhere, that's our goal also. Everywhere they go, they will see the list of BizHero.
Yeah. Actually, ang ganda pala, if I want to search a coffee shop, so lalabas yung mga choices ko. I can choose whichever I like, whichever coffee I like, or whichever yung malapit man sa lugar ko. Or let's say, I'm searching for some supply, so lalabas doon yung mga pwede kong pagpilian. Punta tayo naman dun sa side ng mga businesses na pwede mag-list kay BizHero. So first of all, I mean, they can choose not to list. And even if they choose to list, what's really in it for them? Kumbaga, if you're convincing or if you're inviting a business owner to list their business, kumbaga, sa BizHero. So bakit?
Mm. Yeah, apart from yung mga cross-promotional strategies namin, no, na ginagawa namin for small business owners, yung pwede nilang makukuha talaga ni BizHero is once they list their business in BizHero, they will eventually have their own baga online store. And parang before kasi it's just a listing. But now, again, with the capability of making it an e-commerce, and then they will just fill in a form, add the products, add the prices, and then submit. Once that's verified, eventually they will have their own store. So if that's food and product or any services, so they don't need to get a website because, I mean, if that's not even part of their budget, so at least they can start with BizHero. And the good thing with BizHero is there is already like the price, the product list, and parang it's going to be seamless on the part of the merchant and on the part of the consumer then. Kasi pag merchant ako, if I sell it on mga social media, I have to do or have to monitor manually pa yung mga inventory, how much ba yung na-sell ko, or what's the value. But with BizHero kasi, if verified ka na or once you have submitted the live na yung store mo, you will be redirected to a dashboard. So yung dashboard, nandoon yung access mo sa ilan ba yung units na pinalabas mo, ilan ba yung na-sold, and ano ba yung associated na revenue for that. So there is already that report, and it will be easy for them to track their business. So yun yung pinaka-advantage talaga. They don't need to spend so much on a website if that's not even on their budget yet, but they can start with BizHero.
Yeah, so medyo na-shock naman ako, no. Hindi lang pala ito listing. It's actually actually when I first knew about BizHero, I thought it's like a directory. Pero it's actually like helping, or actually like can help these businesses build online stores and kumbaga grow their presence sa internet, sa mundo ng digital. You said about verification, how do they get verified? I mean, how do you verify also like these businesses if they're, I mean, do you ask like permits, registration, something like that?
Yeah, there are two types of listing kasi. Yung first na listing is parang ordinary listing lang, hindi ka verified, wala kang check na or wala kang badge. But once you are verified,
check mark.
may check mark siya. So meaning you have DTI, you are registered, because that's also our way of our cooperation with DTI na we want also the businesses to be registered. And we know naman na kung small business owner ka, you are not really capable, 'di ba? Yung iba, they don't want to have a business because feeling nila hassle mag ng mga permits and all. So with BizHero, we're not very strict on that on their first few months, but as we see them grow, it's our responsibility also to tell them na you need to register para may badge sila. So if ako consumer ko, I would trust more a listing na may badge kesa wala. So yun.
Okay, ang galing. I'm actually amazed right now. Na-shock talaga ako na I thought it's just a directory, pero now it's an online. Kumbaga you're helping them have online stores, and meron din nga nung check mark for kumbaga yung mas verified pa na businesses.
So hindi lang siya parang hindi lang siya kasi baka others would think this is like an e-commerce. Actually, hindi lang siya e-commerce kasi pag directory, 'di ba, we have different categories. But for now, so that we don't overwhelm the audience or the consumers and ourselves as well, parang we do it one to two categories at a time. So we launch first yung products and food kasi yung module nila in terms with development. Same sila. So yung next na direction naman is yung travel naman tsaka service, booking, reservation. So hindi talaga, parang one-stop shop na siya sa lahat.
Galing actually. Kasi for example, yun nga, it's ang ganda kumbaga na you really have the perspective of the consumer at mind and maybe at heart. Kasi totoo na, for example, if I'm a consumer, I see a directory. First of all, ang daming directory, and maybe ang una kong impression, maybe it's just another directory. Pero if BizHero, kumbaga, like I want, yun nga, yung first category, products and food, or food, di ba? I search a food na gusto kong bilhin, prutas or whatever. And ang lalabas lang yung mga prutas, yung mga gusto ko. So, start kumbaga sa small, start with something, focus on something that consumers that the people may want, and then maybe in the future you will extend like to travel, etc. And good thing you mentioned na baka nga overwhelming kapag ang dami masyadong categories, ang dami masyadong businesses. You said kanina na merong 1,000 plus merchants with BizHero. Hindi ba mahirap na pag ganun na karami? What do you do to kumbaga make it simpler and easy for not just for the consumers, even for you? Hindi ba kayo nahihirapan na ganun na karami yung nakalist, ganun na karami yung kailangan yung i-organize, i-promote, kumbaga?
Oo. So yun yung pinaka-reason na kahit this is a pandemic business, we started 2020. It took us a while to launch. Kasi ako I want to make sure na it's user-friendly for everyone, both sa consumer and sa merchant. And also sa amin din, sa mga admin namin. So yung pag-input pa lang nila ng information or details, it's going to be seamless na. Parang they just need to pick ano yung category, subcategory, store category, product category. Pero on the side na din, sa front end, yung makikita ng consumer on the receiving end, it's organized. So parang siya, both sides. So parallel na siya. So that's our way. And we're still exploring ways din also na kahit hindi sa search box, we will categorize them by food, travel, products, and services para hindi mahihirapan yung consumers. So they have two options. To use the search box. The second is to use parang yung traditional na listing, yung tabs, and then from tabs listing.
Kumbaga by category na medyo hierarchical, parang may
hierarchy, pero hindi kami mahihirapan.
Actually, totoo. Actually, naisip ko nga, para itong malaking mall na online, malaking online mall, di ba? Na, ayun nga, hindi lang siya directory. Kasi sa mall, hindi lang naman directory ang mall, di ba? They can actually also sell there. So, somehow, no, parang kayo nag-build ng online mall. Tama ba yung analogy ko?
Parang ganun, oo. Parang ganun. Kasi may checkout na eh.
Yeah. So, andun na din mismo sa BizHero, sa inyong platform, no? Pwedeng bumili, pwedeng magkaroon ng transactions.
Oo, pwede din silang mag-book. In the future, pwede silang mag-book yung service reservation. If you want your nails done, then you can just book. Because yung basis kasi ni BizHero talaga, it's based on my pain point then as a consumer. And we really did our survey. We roll out surveys, we ask questions, ano ba talaga. So parang there is really that demand. So kaya nga parang nag-evolve din si BizHero from a mere listing to what it is now because of that.
And that's true, yung mga ibang website, actually even Facebook or LinkedIn, na they're really a directory. Na pag nakita mo yung isang store doon, pag pinindot mo, sige, exciting yung mukhang interesting. Pinindot mo, dilibat ka ng link, lalabas pa yung browser, maghihintay ka pa, minsan tatamarin ka na, close mo na lang. Pero andun na mismo yung checkout, andun na mismo yung transaction. Kumbaga, for the consumer, it's really seamless. It's really kaaya-ayang gawin yung transaction. Like a mall nga, no, na doon mo na gagawin lahat. So doon ka nagagastos, doon mo na makukuha yung product. Or yung service, maybe reservation, pero pupuntahan mo pa yung actual store, of course. Kasi hindi ka naman pwedeng magpakulay ng kuko, for example, sa computer, sa tapat ng device or whatever. Anyway, medyo natutuwa ako sa usapan to. I'm really happy and I really find it interesting na paano evolve ang listing to something like this. And thank you, Queen, for sharing the journey. Pero you said that listing is free and yung promotions na ginagawa nyo is free. So paano naman kayo kumikita? What's like the business model in this? Maybe yung dun sa may online store or something. So yeah, can you share about this?
Yeah. For now, while it is a listing, it's really free, no? Totally free yung paggawa ng listing. Yung kumukuha lang kami ng transactional commission. So, pag fulfilled na siya, doon kami kumukuha ng earnings. And of course, with we will be offering also ad spaces and both sa website namin and soon sa social media. Because si BizHero kasi, there are two parts. For us to survive, naka-bootstrap kami. So for us to survive, we opened the BizHero Creatives. Kasi yung mga businesses na to, they need help pa din sa social media side. So parang when I saw that need, and since that's what I've been doing for how many years, so sabi ko, let's open the creatives. That's why if you guys notice, we do have like events sa ganito, ganito, ganyan. So that's under creatives. So yung creatives, yung income niya, that's what fuel the system. But eventually, the business model talaga is yung mga commissions namin and yung mga ad spaces.
I see. Yeah. Amazing, amazing. And actually, ang kinaganda nga dito, kasi you're building an online mall nga. You're building really not just a tech platform, not just a website, not just a web app, but parang an ecosystem. Kayo yung, kumbaga, forerunner. I mean, kumbaga, isa kayo sa mga talaga nagpo-promote and nagbe-build ng business ecosystem, tumutulong maging accessible itong mga businesses sa Cebu. Speaking of Cebu, you recently partnered with SunStar Cebu for Startup Spotlight episode. So actually, nag-work din kayo with some startups sa Cebu. So can we know more about this? Can we know more about this side ni BizHero?
SunStar Startup came about because I shared my passion in helping small business owner to my former teacher in college who is now working in SunStar. And then when he heard the story, he told me that it's also the goal or the mission of SunStar also to help the community, especially yung mga small business owners, kung paano sila mag-bounce back. So with that common goal in mind, we come up with Startup Spotlight because I told them, yung mga small businesses kasi, they don't really have so much to spend. So how can they launch? So parang let's give them a chance. Let's give them that spotlight first. Parang one way for them to test the water if people will really, if they hear from us, then they will buy from us. Maybe it's like giving hope. So yung ginagawa namin is we invite mga small business owners from our listing and then we invite them dun sa studio. I'm one of those na nag-i-interview sa kanila and we will ask them ano yung mga business stories, yung products, and even yung mga struggles ng business owner na we don't really talk every day. So yun, we discuss those things as well.
So you also start a podcast there.
Pero hindi siya podcast, lang, sa Facebook lang nila.
Print, digital article, right?
Hindi siya article, parang talaga, interview.
Yeah. So
may nag-video.
Yeah, I mean digital video. Anyway, speaking of I'm really karamihan kasi ng mga na-interview namin dito nga sa podcast is actually based from Metro Manila. I mean, I'm really trying my best to interview startups and I'm actually proud and I'm actually happy right now na we have someone from Cebu. Pero apparently sa ngayon medyo for some reason hindi ganun kadali maghanap ng mga startups pa. I mean, nakakataon lang siguro na baka mas madaming startups sa Metro Manila kaya mas marami rin kumbaga lumalapit tsaka nagiging interested maging part ng podcast. Pero for you, how is the startup ecosystem kumbaga in Cebu? What can you say about that? And not just startup ecosystem, kumbaga yung acceptance maybe ng mga consumers nga to new startups, to new platforms like BizHero. What can you say about that? Kumbaga yung pag-accept ng new tech kasi usually, 'di ba, you just go on with your life, you just do whatever you do. And it's not easy maybe to introduce like a tech platform like this. So what's your opinions about that?
So far naman, yung mga Cebuanos are very very supportive. Although, yung sabi nga nila, Cebu is a very hard market. But yung Cebu kasi, if they know that it's made by a Cebuano, they will really support. They will really support. It's like yung Filipino na product, Filipinos will also support. So it's the same thing. And ang ganda lang because yung dito, yung startup ecosystem din sa Cebu is we have parang mga mother organizers. Example, yung mga dohe, they do mga mixers. So, yung mga startuppers like us and yung mga mentors or mga investors, parang we get to know each other, we get to network, and very thankful also that DTI and DICT are very aggressive And Cebu is really picking up, although we're not as aggressive as Manila, but we are really picking up in terms with that.
Pero actually, I actually like Cebu. I actually love Cebu. I mean, you can say that like Metro Manila is medyo metropolitan. Metropolitan din naman ng Cebu. And ang kinaganda nga Cebu, malapit lang, madali lang magpunta sa hindi metropolitan. I mean, may ganung aspeto rin, parang may tamang balance. For some reason, actually, I like Cebu. And actually, I'm really very positive sa pag-grow ng startup ecosystem sa Cebu. Ang dami na rin actually mga startup ecosystem builders na nasa Cebu. I don't have to mention them, but yeah, medyo marami-rami na rin ang mga nasa Cebu. Maybe in another episodes we can also like interview them. But anyway, how large is your team right now at BizHero?
We are mga 12.
Ang dami.
Oo, kasi yung iba nagpa-part-time. We also offer parang summer jobs. And we also have partners. So that's why we are 12.
And you mentioned na yung gumawa ng platform. Who are the co-founders? Kumbaga of BizHero?
So this is nag-start talaga siya wife-husband tandem. Si marketing tsaka si tech. So siya yung unang gumawa, siya yung nag-establish. And then eventually, we were joined by 2 more people, yung mga software developers. And we have one startup coach, si Coach Harlan, also helping me with other things. And I'm the one who's handling marketing, yung sa sales also. And we have other people also who's handling listing.
Wow, ang galing. Actually, I'm a big fan of these startups na nagsimula actually, sobrang gusto ko yung mga wife-husband na nagsimula. Tapos, more than that, lumalaki yung team and they can support the team. I mean, even if it's just part-time, even if it's may part-time, kumbaga, na tumutulong sa startup. For some reason, I'm actually amazed kasi this is a bootstrap startup eh. Hindi ganun kadali na kumbaga i-expand yung team and supportahan yung mga tumutulong sa team. So, maybe just a small question about that. Kumbaga, how did you expand the team? How did you grow the team? And parang as a leader of BizHero, how do you do that?
It's really more of storytelling. Telling them or sharing yung pinaka-story ni BizHero, which is to help. Meaning kasi ni BizHero, di ba? If you're a hero, you help. So it's helping businesses. So dun pa lang siguro there's already that common ground because tayong lahat, we wanted to help. We want to be a hero in our own way. So parang sila, even if I tell them I don't have budget for this or that, then they will just say, can we just volunteer and just learn from how you do things, blah, blah, blah. So sige, let's start that way. And if we have enough resources, then we can eventually hire you. So that's how it started. And it's the same thing with volunteers and with potential partners. So sila na yung, we heard the story, blah, blah, blah. So they're the ones reaching out na din.
Yeah, that's very nice. I mean, itong stories, kumbaga din yung nagpo-form ng culture ng organization and kumbaga nag-form nung pagsasama and yung common vision ng mga tao, ng mga members ng organization. And speaking about vision, so going to our last question, Queen, ano nga ba ang vision ni BizHero? I mean, I already saw, kumbaga, yung passion, yung hero nga, kumbaga, to help these businesses sa Cebu. Pero what's really like the vision? Ano ba yung plan going forward? So can you just share some of that before we wrap up this episode?
Very ambitious, no? But we really want to help 10 small business owners create their own platform, hopefully by 2025. At least. Yeah, I don't know if that's Philippines, but if we can reach outside, then that's better so that we can serve more in terms of territory.
Yeah, actually, so you're expanding outside Cebu, I mean, like, of course, no? Pero do you plan to do this like city per city? Maybe Iloilo or some place. I mean, may ganun ba kayo naiisip?
Yes, definitely. Cebu is really our training ground, and I am confident now that we can expand to other key cities. We're actually eyeing Manila, Davao, CDO, and also yung mga other neighboring provinces na rin.
Yeah, actually for
Kasi
me,
hyper-local kami, hyper-local.
exactly. That's what I'm thinking kasi when you form an ecosystem, hindi ganun kadali, lalo na ang Pilipinas ay archipelago, ano. So, hindi naman ko yan taga Davao ka. Nakita mo sa BizHero, uy, may okay tong business na to. Pero nasa Cebu, ang layo naman, di ba? So, I think okay siya gawin like hyper-local per city. Is that right? I mean, what do you think about that?
Yes, tama. Oo.
So, para magiging siya, BizHero Cebu, BizHero Davao, BizHero CDO, ganun ba?
Reason for hyperlocal kasi we wanted to help yung mga local businesses din. Kasi there are suppliers here, for example, in the southern part of Cebu, that they don't know how to distribute their products. So, and there will be people or consumers maybe in the city or on the opposite side. Then if they see it on BizHero, they can just purchase, check out, and have it delivered within like hopefully 24 or 40 hours a day. Depende.
Yeah. So siguro may ganun parang no. I mean, of course you know more about this and parang isang nga sa mga gusto nyong gawin is ma-organize even for consumers So baka naka-distinguish din alin yung malapit lang, alin yung malayo. Parang ganun. Anyway, I'm really amazed actually sa iyong journey, sa iyong kwento. Maraming salamat, Quinn. I'm really actually I really like that story na first nagsimula sa wife and husband and nagsimula yung kumbaga as a hero to businesses nung pandemic and nag-grow yung team and now you have 1,000 and you're aiming for more. You're aiming like for different key cities in the Philippines and not just a listing but like helping really promoting these businesses and helping them have their online stores para kumbaga may online mall quote unquote na sa website. If our listeners, Queen, want to know more about BizHero, maybe they want to shop, maybe they want to browse, maybe they want to do some transactions, they want to buy, they just want to explore, or maybe they want to partner up, maybe they want to join the platform. So how can they find more information?
If they want to access BizHero, they can just go to bizhero.ph. And if you have more questions, you can either reach out to me or dun sa Facebook or Instagram ni BizHero. If you want to reach out to me personally, I'm available across Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Just type Queen Dionaldo. So makikita nyo ako doon.
Yeah, so follow BizHero sa social media and follow Queen Dionaldo at the social media channel. So maraming salamat for this episode, for this conversation.
Thanks so much, Dan. Thank you.
Thank you very much to our 32 patrons. This episode is super powered by TechShake, Asia's most active Philippine-based startup ecosystem builder creating bridges with investors, corporations, and governments. 1 CFO, tech-enabled CFO, bookkeeping, and tax services for startups and SMEs. Take 5 Outdoors, the best guided outdoor adventure tour in the Philippines. They specialize in hiking and mountaineering trips. Benjoy's Food Products, the home of premium bacon ends, tapa, and tocino. D-Buzz, Web3 microblogging app promoting freedom of speech and content ownership. Pinoy IP Works, capture your startup's value proposition through patent and trademark protection. Packetworks, the leading enabler and only Internet of Things social enterprise in the Philippines. Looking for buy and sell online with Sigurado sellers. And NutriCoach, the all-in-one productivity tool for dietitians and nutritionists. This episode is powered by Pareto Consulting, AltSwitch, ePlayment, Tuala, and Hive Energy PH. AskLex PH Academy is our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and many more. Support the podcast through the links in the description.